And there are a few of you who are listening to me right now that you better choose to suffer affliction. Right now. Right now. Better choose to suffer affliction now than to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Moses chose to suffer. A man of character, a man of integrity, a man of principle will not compromise his ground. A lot of you has compromised. A lot of us have compromised.
Thank you for joining us for another series on Revelation for Elevation. The Word of God is power. On this channel, you are guaranteed to be blessed, challenged, and elevated by the undiluted Word of God. The messages delivered by Reverend Augustine Momo will certainly enrich your spiritual journey. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified of new messages each week. Remember to like the message you're about to listen to and share it with a friend for their elevation. Blessings.
Revelation for elevation. The Word of God is power. Last week I closed on a note when I read to you Daniel chapter number 1 verse number 8, where Daniel maintained his integrity. Daniel was kept by his principle. Daniel refused to meddle. Daniel refused to compromise his ground in captivity in Babylon. In verse number 8 of Daniel chapter 1, he said, Daniel proposed in his heart that he will not defile, he will not soil his integrity. He will not smear his integrity on the account of the king's vegetable. It's not going to be because I'm going to eat with the king, then my moral standard will be dropped. No! He knew that the great monarch of Zion will not be happy with him if he had eaten from the king's table. If he had eaten from the king's table, the God who delivered him from the lion's den wouldn't have delivered him, because he will be in the lion's den, and those lions that represent the devil will say, we have our vegetables in your belly, so we come to eat our vegetables. Yes, man. Yes, man. You have eaten something from the king. That's what we came from. We came for. And they will eat him to nothing. Don't give the devil a chance to come in your life and eat what you ate to defile yourself. Don't defile yourself. It takes a man of character and integrity to refuse to eat on the king's table. In fact, character, I'm suggesting to you now, that character is a revealer of the state of our heart. Yes, man. Whatever is in your heart, character will reveal it. So it was easy for him to say, I will not defile myself with a portion of the king's meat. Character also sees what is embedded in the recesses of your heart. Character will bring it out. That's why I'm reminded of a man that is called Moses. Moses also refused to eat on the king's table, but his own was in a different way. Now let me show you his own. Hebrews 11 verse number 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, he refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. At that time, Pharaoh was the big deal. At that time, Pharaoh was like the king of all the earth in Egypt. To be called a Pharaoh's daughter's son is a big deal. It's a great thing. It's a great favor. But yet, Moses refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Why? Character. Why? Character. Why? He's a man of principle. Why? He's a man of principle. Why? He's a man of honesty. Why? He's a man that is true to his God. He knew that Pharaoh's daughter is not my mother. So I refuse to be called. Bible says, but in verse 25, he said, choosing rather to suffer. He chose rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. To liaise, to chat, to fraternize with Pharaoh's daughter is a sin. And he refused it and prefer to suffer. How many of you can do that? How many of us have done that? Where instead of you to compromise, instead of you to do the wrong thing, you choose the hard way. You choose to suffer. You choose, instead of you to cheat in an exam, you say, I'm going to rewrite the exam. Instead of you to buy your way through, you are going to buy a simple driver license. You're going to buy visa. You are buying this and buying that and buying that. You don't want to go through the proper channel. You want to go through the back door. Can you imagine? You knew that your car cannot pass a fitness test because maybe the brakes are not good, maybe the shocks are not good, something is not nice in your car, and then you go through the back door. Who is going to die when your vehicle is on the road and is not functioning to maximum? You are the person that will die. Can you see the way the devil will fool some of us? You want to go through the back door. Why not enjoy? Why not endure? Endure affliction. Why not just go and work on it? Why not do the right thing? Like Moses did here. He refused to be called Pharaoh's daughter's son. If you are going to do well as a child of God, it's important that you understand that there are some things you are going to refuse. On your way to strange liftings, there are some things you must refuse. On your way to strange liftings, there are some things you must reject. Daniel proposed in his heart, I am not going to eat the king's vegetables. I'm not going to eat the portion of the king's meat. Why are you still eating the portion of the king's meat? If you eat it, the day that lion will come, the day you'll be thrown in the lion's den, that is what the lion want to eat. When Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, when the lion came in, apart from God's intervention, he didn't see the vegetable of the king in his belly. There are some things that are in your belly right now that you need to go and vomit because they are not meant to be in your belly. Yes, that's why I'm talking to you right now. That is why God sent me to you. And there are a few of you who are listening to me right now that you better choose to suffer affliction right now. Right now. Better choose to suffer affliction now than to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Moses chose to suffer. A man of character, a man of integrity, a man of principle will not compromise his ground. A lot of you has compromised. A lot of us have compromised. If you meet a man, I know some of you will not like this, who said he must sleep with you before he marries you, run for that man. That one is not meant for you. I know you don't like what I'm saying, but that's the truth. Don't compromise. Oh, we want to test the water. You are not water. Let him go and test water in the sea. I want to test it before I drive it. No, you are not a car. You are a daughter of Zion. Don't allow any man to treat you like a trash. Refuse to be called Pharaoh's daughter, son. Chose to suffer affliction with the people of God for a season. That's how you know a man of integrity. I'll see you next week. God bless you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Revelation for Elevation. We trust that you were edified by the message. Here, we are a community and we would love to hear from you and pray with you on your spiritual journey with Christ. You may contact Reverend Augustine Momo and submit your prayer request to revelation4elevation23@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow us on all social media platforms at Revelation for Elevation. Stay tuned for another empowering message, and until then, stay blessed.